think Mikey is a big talent. I'm really excited about his future here at Tottenham. I think for all players, but especially at one stage, especially younger players, they need to get that first team consistent football into their body. So if we can find the right option, we'll do that.
And one for Mickey as well. This season we've seen Luka Vuskovic come in. Just how good is he from what you've seen on the training pitch and in the football game so far?
Yeah, I think Luka's only 18 years old, and how you can see he behaves now on the pitch and off the pitch, then you can see that he's a really talented full player. Has a lot of qualities, and I think he showed in the last two friendlies that he has a lot of big and strong points where he can where we even our biggest investors can learn from. He's doing unbelievable at this point, and hopefully he can do way more for us, and hopefully you can also see way more from him.
Hi Thomas, Alex Howell, BBC. You're playing your rivals on Thursday, Arsenal, your first North London derby as manager. It's still pre-season, but how do you approach it? What's still going to be an important game for your supporters?
Of course, I think it's a great challenge. Besides being our big rivals, and it's the first North London derby outside UK. It's also right now one of the best teams, I must say, unfortunately, in the world. We also need to be honest. So in that way, it's a big test, but it's more than a test. That against Arsenal is not only a friendly. Of course, it's a game. We'll do everything we can to win.
Hey Thomas, well first things first, since we're in Hong Kong, ni hao. Ni hao Mickey, ni hao. And secondly, the Tottenham fans seem to call you Thomas the Frank Engine. I would just like to know your thoughts on the name. Do you like it?
I think it's okay, yeah.
Choo-choo?
Yeah, that's okay, yeah. That's fine for me.
Yeah, and secondly, I'd like to ask, what positions are you looking to strengthen before the transfer window closes?
That is something I would like to keep very private, of course.
That's how you know it's a great question.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very good question. Now, we out there in the market, we are where we maybe want to strengthen the squad. In general, I'm happy with the squad. I think we already done a top signing in Mohamed Kudus that is coming in and shown his quality already. And we got a squad where I think there's a lot of talent in and quality. So, but of course, we are looking.
Sensational. One for Mickey as well. Your thoughts on the name Mickey van der Vengeance?
I haven't heard of that one before, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. And one more. What's the fastest player in the Premier League that you've come up against? Because we all know you're the Flash, Barry Allen. You're the fastest player we've ever seen. What's the fastest player that you've come up against in the Premier League?
It's a good question, though. I know Anthony Elanga he just signed for Newcastle. It's a really fast player also, so I think I will put him up the list, yeah.
So now he's gone. That means you're the fastest in the league, isn't it?
No, he's still there, no?
Okay, RTHK in the back.
Lou from Radio Television Hong Kong. So Mickey, welcome to Hong Kong. So is it the first time you come to Hong Kong, and what kind of words you want to tell the supporters in Hong Kong? And are you going to visit any places in Hong Kong?
Yeah, what I've seen now from Hong Kong is that I'm really enjoying it. The fans are also unbelievable. They are 24/7 in and outside the hotel waiting for us to walk by. The support is unreal over here, and what I've seen from the city now on was really good, and hopefully we can visit some places if we get some free time. Well, I have to ask the gaffer for that.
And as our friend just say, this is the first time the London derby outside UK. So do you feel pressure, or what are your feelings about that?
Well, there's always a lot of pressure before games, of course, but I go into the game the same as I do if we play in London. But yeah, of course, the stadium will be full, and there will be a lot of fans from our side. So hopefully we can make them happy and give them a good game.
Stay in the back there.
Hello, I'm Chris Chan from Now TV. This one's for Thomas. You've got quite a number of wide attackers to choose from. You've got Odeberg, you've got Mathis Tel, you've got Richarlison, Brennan Johnson, and Son Heung-min as well. How do you see them fit into your tactical plans, and what will you be looking for from the wide attackers in the coming matches?
I think first and foremost it's important that we have some depth in the squad, but also say Richarlison, I see him more as a striker that also can play to the side. Sonny, can play both positions. I think Matis Tell also is a winger, but also can play as a striker. You need different skill set. You need the perfect player is difficult to find. So you need players that can run in behind. You need players that can go 1-1. Players that hopefully can score goals. That's a big part of it as well. Then you need players that also can press. Some of them have the in behind skills. Others very good ball carriers. Others very good pressing players. That's what I look for.
Hi Thomas, I'm Connor from Breaking Media. Hope you're good. After the Morgan Gibbs White saga, have you had any conversation with Daniel Levy about potential other people you're going to move to? Is that money ready to be spent elsewhere?
In general, we are constantly talking about transfers. Of course, it's a transfer window. We're still in the market. We're still looking out there. We are.
Okay, guys. Looks like we're drying up. Any others? Up to the front. Ready?
Sorry, thank you. I'll just ask Mickey a couple more if that's okay. You've got a set-piece coach in the club now, Andreas. I just wanted to ask, I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but what have you learned from him so far and what has he been working with you guys with?
We've been working a lot of, we have a lot of training sessions already where we've been working on set pieces. I know you guys love talking about set pieces in Tottenham, but hopefully we can change that this year and make it a strong point for us on offensive and defensive side.
Obviously, you had a few injuries last season. From your perspective, how important is it that you've got a full pre-season this summer where you can sort of build up that fitness?
Yeah, I think that's important. Last year, of course, with the Euros, pre-season for me was not that long. I think I only had like 1 week or 2 weeks of training before the start of the Premier League. So it's really good I have this training weeks and I can do all these sessions and build up my strength, and physical strength is also for the season. And I think that's hopefully going to help me this year.
Daniel Hicks from AFP News Agency. Just following on from that, Mickey, obviously it was a difficult season for yourself personally with injuries. Are you finding that you're approaching this pre-season a little differently in order to try and prevent that happening again? And Thomas, it was a problem for the squad as a whole last year, a lot of injuries. Are you looking at that as something to improve this season?
Mickey first, I guess. Yeah.
No, I don't approach this pre-season different compared to what I said. Like I didn't really have a pre-season at Tottenham before because 2 years ago I came after the pre-season, and last season I had Euro, so there was enough. So I was not there. But I don't approach it differently. Of course, it's more time to work on my body and to make my body prepare for the Premier League and for the Champions League and for all the other games that are coming up. So I will say that's a positive thing where I can work more on my own.
I think, of course, I'm aware of the injury situation last year in Tottenham, and I think it's a big thing for any club in the world. Availability is key. If you have availability close to 100%, which is difficult but for all your top players, also because the more and more games, the intensity in the games are going up. But a couple of things. The good thing is we have a good and long pre-season. That means it's possible to push and pull the players. We are very aware how we want to play, how we want to train. And I think that it needs to be completely aligned, the style of play, with the physical output in terms of how we also want to train it. So we make sure we get the players to be robust enough. There is, of course, the gym sessions. There's the recovery, which is equally important, and then there is that ability to be able to compete in all the tournaments. But we are aware, and we have a few adjustments. Hopefully, we'll be successful with that.
Hi, Thomas. Song Lee here. Let me ask you about Son. Last season, there was some saying that Son was staying outside too much, maybe too much staying only outside in the wing. But you said during today's press conference, both Richarlison and Son can both play in the wing and central. So do you have any plan or idea about using Son in the central position, or do you have any new plan for Son? this season?
I think everyone knows that Son has been one of the best players at Tottenham in the last 10 years. I think he's been hugely successful from the left wing. I also think he had some fantastic games down the middle as a number 9. So it's important to have flexible players that can play more positions, and it's about having your best players on the pitch and available. So the thing about Sonny is that he always score goals, and he will always score goals. So it's just about to get him in those situations.
Okay, let me ask you one question about Mickey. On the final of Europa League, your save was the most important moment of the game, I believe, and the moment gave you kind of confidence for the new season. And how do you feel about new season after that moment?
Yeah, that was a really nice moment, of course, a moment I will never forget. Yeah, of course it gives you confidence. I think not only for me, but also like for the team overall, that you win at the end the Europa League. What gives us confidence for this season? Last season has been tough for us, and then if you can end it up with winning a trophy after a long time, that's a positive thing. And yeah, to bring that into this season, yeah, that can help us a lot. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time, both of you. Good luck this week. And we'll see you out at the open training in about 1 hour.